The Founding Fathers, when they made the Constitution, in Article 1, Section 8, they gave us all the powers of Congress. To the shock of maybe of some of you, they only gave Congress 17 powers total. And those powers were very much enumerated. And it ended in Article 1, Section 8 by saying, to make all laws which shall be necessary and proper for carrying into execution the foregoing powers. So Congress had the power only to carry these foregoing 17 powers into action. Things such as borrowing money against the credit of the United States, the power to establish a uniform rule of naturalization, protecting our borders, coining money, providing the punishment of counterfeiting and the securities and current coin of the United States, to establish post offices and post roads, to provide for the calling forth of the militia and the Army and the Navy. But the important thing that we're missing today is that these 17 powers are all that the Congress should have ever had. But what do we see now? It seems like they have tried to saddle themselves with 17,000 powers, and this is something that has made our life quite unbearable as Americans. Well, in the Bill of Rights, the 10th Amendment calls attention to the fact that the states were in charge and not the federal government, by saying the power is not delegated to the United States by the Constitution, nor prohibited by it to the states, are reserved to the states respectively, or to the people. We've unfortunately come a long way from this. Back in the late 1700s, shortly after the Constitution was ratified, founding fathers such as Thomas Jefferson and James Madison asserted that states have the right to refuse to enforce unconstitutional federal dictates, such as what we see now as Obamacare, edicts of the EPA and the FDA, some of these many alphabet soup agencies that just interfere with our lives as citizens of the state of Oklahoma. Well, we don't need to put up with this anymore. We have the power, and the power has been used on many occasions in our history to refuse to enforce these things. Thomas Woods wrote a New York Times bestseller called Nullification, and in that book he showed how historically, from the very beginning, we have used this power of nullification to put the federal government back in its constitutionally mandated cage. And I'm ready to resume that power, resume that taking care of the federal government in a way that's constitutional. And we even have a bill right now that would, in Oklahoma, that would make it a felony to enforce Obamacare. That means that bureaucrats, instead of enjoying domination over us, they could spend time in one of our fine Oklahoma penal institutions or be fined for their insolence. And I'm very much behind this. This is the way we will get our freedom back in Oklahoma, and we will also be an example to other states, because other states will see that we are enjoying more freedom than they are by standing up for our rights, and they will decide that they do not like the domination that they're continuing to receive from the federal government, and they will hopefully join us, and we will see freer times for our children and grandchildren. We will also see wealth-producing industry come into Oklahoma and other states when we decide that we don't want the EPA and other meddlesome agencies regulating us out of competition with the rest of the world. So I freely invite you to join me in helping me to become your next state representative if you enjoy this future for Oklahoma as much as I do. This won't be an easy fight. I realize that, but I'm ready to make the effort to educate our fellow legislators and to coordinate efforts to with law enforcement such as county sheriffs to put teeth in our nullification laws that we will be formulating, and to make sure that the federal government knows that it stops right here, and if it goes any further there will be consequences to deal with. I thank you for your kind attention.